Our first dream is to elect leaders that we want, leaders that are not imposed. Then the second one is freedom. We want freedom to challenge, freedom to ask, and freedom to do.
And we dream of proper service delivery and environmental management.
It means having opportunity and space to be meeting regularly and discussing challenges that are common to us.
I'm Briggs Bomba. I'm the convener of the Citizens Manifesto. I'm here also serving as the convener of the second National Citizens Convention. We have created this as a space for citizens to have a voice in defining the next chapter for our country. The reality is that we all know that we are in a deep crisis as a nation. Where we are is unsustainable, and we are all looking for solutions. And we believe that the solutions must be anchored in citizen voices and affirm citizen aspirations and dreams. So this space has really been created to give an opportunity for citizens to particularly speak to three questions. First of all, how do we build an inclusive economy that works for all? And secondly, how do we place citizens at the center of politics and governance in our country? And thirdly, how do we build a new social contract that can anchor and promote greater social cohesion, national healing, enduring peace and prosperity for all? So that's the space we have.
Okay, my name is Ronald Tatenda Magomo from the National Association of Youth Organizations, NAYO, an umbrella association of youth organizations that are working in Zimbabwe, and we do support, the efforts, for citizens to gather around for the National Citizens Convention, which is a very important platform for us citizens to come together and share our ideas, for a better Zimbabwe that we all want, especially for the young people. Understanding that the youth make up 67.7% of the national population, and hence most of these challenges that young people are facing, they interface with the challenges almost each and every day. We've got a lot of our young people who are in the informal sector, trying to make a living because of the high unemployment, rate. So it's part of the efforts to feed into the discussions that are happening today. NAYO also, made a paper which was done by the National Association of Youth Organizations, National Director Mr. Michel Gondo, which touched on a number of issues, including how young people are, contributing in the informal sector, how the education system is continuously, continuously, decreasing in terms of the value that it is also making to young people. And apart from that, it also speaks to solidarity, how young people must be coming together and supporting each other in terms of the efforts that they are trying to ensure that their lives continue to be moving forward. So I think this is a very important platform for young people to.
My vision is this: I want your Zimbabwe to be built. A new Zimbabwe, really not a Zimbabwe, a verbal Zimbabwe, but a new Zimbabwe, creative Zimbabwe to everyone who is in Zimbabwe. To get socialized, freedom of movement, freedom of speech, freedom of everything. That is the only thing which I wish it is rather better for the situation to be free. At my own present moment, I'm old enough that I've got no time, I've got no so many years to be in this world. But I wish the young generation we shall have in terms, they must be living in a good situation, in good life. That is what I was not supposed to be here. But through my own capability and thoughts, I want to go and see what is happening and what are we going to be told. Then I started to know what is, but in fact, for instance, I'm 66 years, but from the beginning, we are achieving nothing. But we talk, we are especially in talking, most of the people. But to make it grab your things for granted, never, we don't do that. We just talk in the daylight, but at the midnight, we turn up to be hyenas. That is not the situation that we want. We want truth to be true. If we talk truth, then that truth will set us free from poverty, from anything.
No one wants to start writing new policies. They're saying, let's put into place the constitution that we have. And we've been hearing so much people talk about the constitution. I think that as Zimbabweans at the moment, we're confident in our constitution. We just want to see it as a lived reality. There's a lot of talk about agency. People don't want to sit around and have somebody else do things for them. We want to actually do a lot for ourselves as well. Young people, older people, everybody wants to get involved, which I think is energy that mustn't go to waste. Let's take all this energy that people have, all the potential that's there, and use that to change our country. So that's the excitement that's there. So people are talking a lot about hope. They're talking a lot about future. They're talking about staying in Zimbabwe, and that's exciting. People already have love for their country. They want that love to grow. We're talking about disaggregating everything. Like when we're talking about things, let's talk about women, let's talk about children, let's talk about young people, let's talk about everybody and not lose voices. We're talking about inclusiveness, and we had great art installations at the beginning, but they were in Shona and they were in Ndebele. Somebody who doesn't speak those languages and is still as much Zimbabwean as the rest of us are, was excluded there. How do you make sure that there is inclusion in all ways? And we're coming up with innovative ways. We're not saying let's make sure everything is translated about 10, 12, 15 times into all the languages. But how do you make sure that there is inclusion and consideration and keeping a top of mind that there are so many different aspects to all of us, and all of us as Zimbabwean?